there everyone, it's Carol here. Welcome back to my channel, and especially welcome to any new subscribers. I am very happy that you've decided to join me, and I look forward to just say hello, because I don't get any notifications about you know, who's joined anymore. So if you're new and you haven't said hello, just say hi. I always answer. Might take me a while on some of the older ones. I do go back to older videos sometimes when I get a chance. But yeah, just say hi so I know you're here. That'd be great. Right, so we are today doing my favourite bit of a journal, which is the cover. I love doing covers. And today I've decided to do a bit of gluing, you know, because we all like a bit of gluing. And I'm using this the backing for tissue paper, you know, napkin. It's the second layer and third layer. I like to use everything, and we're just going to cover the book to give it some texture. Get down in them creases, otherwise when I fold it, it's not going to work very well. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. So I thought I'd just get on and do it while I'm chatting to you guys. So this is the cover for my mermaid journal. Oh, that ripped slightly smaller than I wanted it to, but you know, we can work with that. And I'm just scrunching it up a little bit, because obviously this is the back, so this can have a few more scrunches in. I've got a really cute idea for the front, and that have to be a little bit flatter, I think. And I'm overlayering it and everything. Doesn't matter, because we are going to paint it. It's been a while since I did a painted journal cover, so quite looking forward to having a play with my paints. All I play with my paints now is my gel printing. Gel printing is just so much fun. So much fun. Wrinkle up. I love the wrinkles you get when you're using napkins. You can use tissue if you want to, but I mean, just use what you've got, guys. You know me. And I have, you know, we've all got loads of napkins, and there's always that, you know, I've got an excess of the bits you peel off. So why not use them? So obviously, you know, the mermaid style needs all this texture. And in case you're wondering, I am going to wrap it round. That's why I'm leaving a lot on the edges, because I think it'll look, I just want to cover it round to the into the, you know, cover the red on the edge, because that's not really the colour I'm going for. I'm obviously going to go for blues. So how is everybody? Hope you're all getting some crafting done. I'm in my element now. I'm loving being a bit more mobile. I can sort of hobble around my house now, which is great. And my staples are out, which has sort of meant that the pulling tightness on my knee is so much better. Oh, can't tell you. I know there's a few of you ladies out there who've been through this knee replacement. And I am pretty glad to be out the other side and getting better now, because it was rough. Those first few days was quite rough. And I want to say thank you to all the ladies who sort of kept my spirits up while I was in hospital, You know, you're all like messaging me and chatting. That was really nice. Because obviously, you know, you can't have visitors or anything at the minute. It's all very, it's all horrible. And very, very lonely. Because, you know, although they come in every sort of 5 minutes and take your temperature and everything, they haven't got time for chatting and, you know. So it was lovely having you guys to, I know it's probably been ages now. But I did appreciate it. Thank you. Right. A little bit more scrunchy stuff up there. I am going to have to dry this, aren't I? So, it's a bit there. This is random. This is what I love. Just messing about, making it, you know. Just random gluing. This is more random than my collages. Okay, right. I've got another little bit of tissue. I might as well use it. It's going to look awesome. It's going to look so cool. Put some more just down the spine to make it a bit more texture down there. I'm using PVA in case anybody needs to know. It's just, it's slightly watered down. I do about 1/3 of water in my PVA glue. I just buy massive, great big bottles and then just water it down slightly into my lovely little bottles. Thank you, Catherine. Right. So, I don't think we'll put any more on. I am going to dry these and I will cut this bit out. Dry. Okay, so we're still bending fine. I was actually doing my my knee exercises under the table, so I did make good use of my time while I was drying. Okay, so I'm in 2 minds whether to fold these round first and then paint them. But I think what I'll do is I'll leave them, do the painting, and then hopefully the little bits I've got coming off will just fold round. Probably not enough here, perhaps. Okay, so I was going to brush, but I've decided this is just a sponge, just any old, you know, this is a car cleaning sponge that I got out of the shed. So, and is this the no. What I'm going to do is like a jelly print sort of thing, is just sort of put blobs down of all my blues. I do have a lot of blues. I don't know quite why I have so many blues. I do quite like blue. And a lot of them are this colour as well. That's an opaque one, so I'm going to leave that one and put that one over the top. Some of these are like glittery as well. Not not glitter, but they have like a shimmer to them, which I thought would be fantastic for this mermaid journal. Well, this is going to be good, isn't it? See, I've got loads of this sort of sea colour, which is great for this. Right. And I do have some purple, which I thought I might add as well. This is a metallic colour, so that will look quite cool, I think. There's not a lot left of it, but I might be able to squeeze a few blobs. Now, we're going to see what happens now. Oh, I love experimenting. Okay, so let's just dab away. And do you know what? I think I should really cut this down slightly. It's quite big. But I think if I just randomly blob this is going to look so cool. I'm loving this already. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. That is amazing. I'm loving it. Ah. Oh, do you know what? Sometimes you just don't know how things are going to turn out. Now, I don't want to overdo it. So I'm like, I don't want to keep going over and over because I quite like how it's looking there. I hope you can get the shimmer and the shine on that, because that is, I think, pretty cool and very mermaidy. I found some more fabric that's going to go in my tassel, so I'm going to have to undo my tassel and add the fabric that I've found, because it's just perfect and it goes so well. It's funny, isn't it, when you find stuff after you've done something? It's like, oh, that would have looked really good. Well, the beauty of the tassels is you can just undo them and do them again, which is really cool. You can add, probably add more charms to it as well when I've got some. I've been having a look on eBay because, as you know, I still can't get out. I do have some news though. My brother is coming down for a visit because, you know, we're allowed to-ish. And he has a whole load of stuff for me. He's been thrifting for me, which isn't the same as going yourself, but I don't know how many people remember the last lot of stuff he brought down. All that brown paper, do you remember? That was just like, he was like, I don't know what you want that for, but, you know, I knew you'd like it. He was right, wasn't he? We loved that. I've got another project to do with that now. I'm just going to go down this spine top here. Now I'm in trouble. Just round the edges so that when it folds over, see, there's going to be little bits, so I may have to just go over the top, which is why I've left you know, the opaque one paint to go over the top and a bit of the gold. Well, I don't know about you, but I am well chuffed with that. Right, more drying. That's the trouble when you do a bit of painting. So again, this will be all for me to add the bits that I can see where it's folded. You see, it's still like, which is fine because that's where my topper's going to be. But what I'm thinking is if I just go over those bits first, there's another bit there. I don't want to blob it everywhere, and there's another bit here. Now, this is the same colour, it's just a bit more of an opaque colour, so it will just cover in them. I think I've got them all. There weren't that many. I did quite a good job. I'm just going to add a few more bits. I might lighten up. I'm getting carried away now. I am so going to do more painted covers. These are it's just so cute. Okay. Right. Right, we are pretty much dry. What do you think? I'm loving it. I just think that is just perfect for any sort of sea colour. And how easy was that, guys? I mean, blobbing paint on and then just sponging it over. I still want to put on a bit of this metallic gold, but what I want to do first is bend all these edges over. I probably don't need as much as what I've got there, so I'm just going to cut some of it, the bulk, off. I mean, I've covered the edges and some of it is quite folded, so I don't really want all that. Okay, we definitely don't want a lot on the corners, so let's get rid of some of that. And I'm just going to glue it back down because obviously we're going to be covering. I'm just checking I'm still in frame because obviously I've been fidgeting about. Okay. And just using the PVA again. And wrapping it over. I might have to rethink what I'm doing there just in a moment. Just fiddle around with it for a bit. May need to add some more, but you know, basically this is the idea. Right, get me paint out and just touch up on the edges. I'm sliding everywhere here. my paper is sliding. And obviously when I've finished doing the front cover and putting another layer of paint on, I'll be sealing it with some more Mod Podge. Oops, that's quite a lot. You know, doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Just get it wrapped. A big lump there, which we don't need because I can always go over it again. Very generous with my Mod Podge. So I'm just taking that bulk off on the corners. Eee. Very sticky. I couldn't wait. I was testing it to see if it was dry. Obviously it wasn't. Okay, so with these bits, all I want to do is make sure that they're covering there. So what I'll do is glue them down somehow right on that top. I don't know if you're going to be able to see or whether I'm going to be way too close. And then when it's completely bone dry, I'll use a bit of sandpaper or a nail file and just take that edge off. But it will be covering that sort of, you know, the red of the book. If I'd had a blue book, it wouldn't matter so much, but this book was big enough because I've got like 3 signatures, and you know what my journals turn out like. They're very chunky. Well, I'm going to try not to get too carried away with this one. Right. Okay. Right. What I'm going to do is maybe just leave this to dry for a minute properly, completely dry. Then just tidy it up a bit, and we'll be back, and maybe we'll I'll Mod Podge the front so it's all ready to go, and we'll come back and work on some signatures. Okay, right. It's actually the next day, but we're back to do some of the make some stuff for the signatures. So what I wanted to do was some big pockets, okay, just out of book pages. So I thought we'd quickly make some of these and then we'll pop them in the journal and see how much time we've got. Okay, so really simple. You've probably all made these a million times. So all I do is this is my way, 3 book pages. I've cut them down to go into the pages, and all I do, I know this is like not rocket science, guys. This is just, you know, I thought I started making this because Snowbell was sitting on the table and I was sort of in a corner sort of trying to do this. Now she's moved, I thought I'll pop on and do it with you. Now you can have whatever sizes you want. I'm gonna have a few different, I might do this one taller, and then you can sort of, I want this one smaller, I think. One big one at the back, because I'm gluing this straight down, I think. I may have a side pocket yet. Okay, so that'll be sort of another one. And then same sort of thing. And I think I'll just have a little baby pocket at the bottom of this one. And I like to sort of fold down my book pages so that, you know, you get a bit of a stronger top, you know, because you're in and out all the time. So obviously with this one at the bottom, you can put this wherever you like. You can have it up, down. It doesn't need to be at the bottom because it can go all the way to the bottom, your tags. So you just put them wherever you like. Now, I have learned through making many of these pockets to decorate them first before you glue them down. So all I'm going to do is decide where I'm going to put them. I think I want quite a big one there, and then little baby ones. So I'm just going to do little marks so I know how far down to put my paper, because I don't need to put all my paper all the way down, because you're only seeing this much, so there's no point in covering all that. Waste of supplies, you know. So one at a time. And I have got with me some this is handmade paper, and I've got a bunch of these, and I've picked out all my sort of blue-ish colours, and we're going to use these. Look at that, I love that. So yes, I've done it on purpose. I deliberately cut these to the right size. The book page, I mean, to the same size as this, because it's a lot easier. And I am going to sew them around the edge, so all I need to do is just tack them on with some glue. Might as well cut that bit off, we don't need that. And I'm going to sew round them. I'm going to do the cutout and sew round them before I put them together. Yeah, just to me it makes more sense. You do it whichever way you like, guys, whichever way you like. And I love with book pages and this that you can just see writing behind, which is quite cool. And I need to do that bit there. So let's get a bit of a contrasty blue going. Too much, maybe. That's better. Now I probably I might as well use all of that because there's not a lot left of it, is there? And all this lovely cheap glue, it's not my best glue. I know what I'm going to do is just holding it down until I sew it. That's all it's going to do. And what I'm going to do with this one is fold that over to give that a lovely edge. I I should have done that with the other one, because now I haven't got a lovely edge. Oh well, you live and learn. Let's do the other one. Unfortunately, stuck all these down first before I've thought of decorating them. So I've got this lovely paper as well. This came in a Happy Mail from, I think it's Cheryl. And I've been dying to use it. It came with a poem, and the poem is going to make an appearance on a tag somewhere in this journal at some point. It was difficult to decide what to actually cut it up, but it was like a Daphne's Diary page, so it's far too big to actually use whole, so it had to be cut up. She did send it to me as part of my swap and glue, but it's I knew I was doing this mermaid journal, so it's ended up in here. That's a terrible job there. Let's try that one again. Folding wise, you gotta love like this cheap glue stuff because it doesn't stick. But it sticks enough for a bit. Right, oh, look at that, how cool is that? Right, just gonna put that one onto there. And again, I'm going to fold it over the top. So book page pockets are not new, but I don't know about you, but I've got loads of book pages. Loads of book pages. So this is a great way to use them up. It really is. Now I'm wondering what that would... That looks really cool. I quite like that. Yeah, should just do it. And this is much thicker. Right. I am going to disappear off and sew these up and then come back. You don't want to listen to my sewing, and all I'm going to do, I'll show you what I'm going to do, is sew around them. I think this one will probably come apart because, yeah, see, the glue is just rubbish. So what I'm going to do is find my little corner rounder. Oh, I could corner rounder it from my little circle punch, and I don't know where my corner rounder is. And I'm going to cut some, doesn't matter which way, that way, my folded edge. I'll put some lace or something on this as well in a minute. So try and sort of line them up, maybe. Be quite cool, wouldn't it? So that, and no, this is one I didn't do. I just guess. I don't measure. You know this. You know this. We don't do measuring. It's a junk journal. If it was like a scrapbook, you know, one of those ones where you have to measure everything, I think it might be different. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put one here. Oh, that glue was a bit wet there, wasn't it? Glue's still a bit wet. And a little, because it will be a pocket of some kind. Right, so let's just get rid of all them bits before they drive me nuts. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to pop off, run the sewing machine round, and then I'll come back and we'll decorate them up. Okay, right, we're all sewn up, as you can see. I went round the top of all of these, even though I may be putting some embellishment on there, just so that, you know, I'm not very good at going around bends, but, you know, I did my best. And then just sewed them all together and they're just, you know, ready to go. Okay, so I have some tea-dyed bandage. This is just a bandage that I picked up and I've tea stained. I've got a bit of this silky fabric that I keep finding all over the place, and some lace, and I've got some black. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to use the black, but you know, I may need some contrast along the way. And I have some little tags and things to fit in the pocket in a moment. So let's sort of work on all of them at the same time, like we do. This is like mass making pockets. I mean, who wants to mess about doing one at a time? 3 signatures, 3 book page pockets, I reckon. You know, a bit of, this is just, look at it, it's just perfect, isn't it? It's like an old net or something. In fact, I may just scrunkle it up. Oh, I'm loving that. One more piece. You know what, I'm only halfway through doing this journal now. I really want to start another grungy one. How bad is that? Not sure if this will go with that now. I've got some little shells. How cool would that be, putting shells in there as well? Oh, it might happen. It may happen. I don't want straight. Give me a bit of playing around time now. This does not fray too well. Well, it's got very straight edges, which I don't like. I have to cover them up with something, won't I? So if we've got that, and a bit of this. That doesn't look too bad now, if I cover it with that. And maybe a piece of this on. I'm not going to do the same on all the pockets, but I think that will look nice on that one. Maybe not. Maybe I can cut some sort of knot. Do a bit of a jaggedy. Carol, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just want it to look a bit rougher. Far too neat. We need some, I might leave that one like that. A bit of lace maybe. Definitely don't want that edge on. So all I've done is gathered together things that might go, like, you know, colour wise. So I gathered them bits together and then I just play with them. That's my process. Okay, right, I'm quite happy with how this lot is looking. They're going to be similar, obviously. Right, now I need Fabri-Tac, or 3-in-1, whatever this is. It's our version. Yep, I think I'll have to order some more of this. Didn't think I'd use it as much as I do, but it's quite strong and pretty good, I must admit. I'm not sure how it's gonna stick this. In hindsight, I could have sewn this on. But I'm loving how that's looking. How cool is that? This may just go down as one. Nice, liking that as well. Look, half of it attached to my glue ball. Get off, stick to the page. Stick you down. I hope you can see all these. And then just doing some dabs. Right, because you don't need a lot to put this musliny, fabricy stuff down. Hessian would also look good. Hessian, what do you call it? We call it Hessian. I can't remember what you call it in America. Burlap? Is that the stuff? Okay, I don't know how one of mine looks a different size to the rest. Right, so we just need a focal point, and I'm looking at these little images. Now these, let me get them right because I'll forget whose is whose. These little images that I have here came from Tina Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I've had them for like ever. Just forever. Since I knew I was going to do one of these journals, I've downloaded this kit and it's just been sitting there. So I'm thinking this is going to be, now that's going to be quite squishy. What I want to do, I think, is back this onto something more card stocky. I don't want two the same. How about a ship? And then that one may be there. Put a note on that one. Don't really need anything there. I'm thinking about just putting some lace on that. Okay. Right. So this one I can do. Nope. Nope. Can't do that because the glue is doing its thing again. Constantly. I haven't got a wiper. Yeah, I've got some tissues. So I'm going to tuck that just in there. There we go. These I'm going to mount on something. I quite like this. Quite like that. Right, I just need some card, don't I? Bear with me, guys. I'm just grabbing my junk box of card. And I think this came from Catherine at one point. It's just packaging. But I thought that might be fine. What I'm going to do is glue those two on and just give them a bit more strength. And I may even raise them up a little bit as well. Off the tab, off the pocket. Right. That glue is so runny lately. I don't know what it is with it. I'm just going to do this on my glue paper because I think it is definitely getting warmer in the UK now. So, you know, maybe my glue has decided to get a bit more runny. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it coming out that fast. Right, I'll just let that dry one moment and I will, what am I doing? Looking for my little soft you know, those things that raise them up, them little pads. I've got some right here, she says. I have only got massive big ones. It's like these, but you can cut them up. So do I want more than that? I don't know. Not quite straight, is it? Right, now, definitely got too much of a straight edge going on there. Liking that up there as well. Sorry, flitting around, you see? Because I'm doing 3. So I'm going to do a bit of roughing up on the edges. I think we might only have time to do this one pocket, these pockets. And then we'll come back. I may then sew in my signatures without you, because you've seen me do that. You've seen me attempt to do that anyway. And I do have sewing in signature videos. I've got blue on a little sponge ball. I'm just going to ink the edges. You know, I don't do a lot of inking, but sometimes you do need it when you remember. Basically because I don't like getting covered in the ink. Right, it's still a bit wet, that glue, but we're going to go for it. Where's the rest gone? There they are. Lost them. Because I don't really mind how chunky. Whoops, my crutches fell over. There's a surprise. They keep falling over. It doesn't matter where I put them. I can balance them and they can stay stood up for ages. And then all of a sudden they just fall over. It's very strange. Right, so I think we're going to put her here. That's better. I don't think it was going to stick very well onto that sort of fabric. It's a bit bumpy. So you just use some old packaging as sort of a backing. I know I'm using a bit of a kit, but I do struggle with the embellishing bit. It's very hard sometimes to have the right bits that you want. Come off. So to have sort of, you know, bits and pieces, kits that you can just use the embellishments on, I think is great. I'm going to put you there. Oh, I love how these are turning out. I am going to put this one up there. A little bit of glue on there. These are wonderful. This is, the kit is called Maiden Voyage. It's in Tina's Etsy shop if anybody, I'll put a link if I remember. If I don't remember, remind me. Cheryl, you're good at that. If you say I haven't put the link, just nudge me. So we're going to put this on. Or should we just have it? Oh, that would be better just there, wouldn't it? Not too much, it'll just squish out. I've been dying to use this kit. I've got all the cards and stuff, so we can put all them in. Could leave that on, couldn't I? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll leave it for now. It may come off. Okay. Right. So, the other thing I've got as tags, which I haven't decorated yet, but I may, are these from G. Kerr, the Happiness in Crafting Facebook page. She did, these are the Friday freebies from last week, So I don't know when this video is going up. So it could be a couple of weeks ago. So if you're not already a member of the Facebook group, Happiness in Crafting, pop over, because every Friday you get a freebie like this. I mean, I made this little flip round. I don't know if you all saw it. And it was just out of one sheet of paper, which is probably going to go in with this journal. And I just used the backing page. There was one backing page and then these. And so I thought that was really cute. These ones will go into that size pocket. I may embellish them. They're too small for there. So we need to have a bigger pocket, and they're too big for there really. But so what do you think, guys? I think they've turned out pretty well. I think I'm going to leave this video for now, and we'll pop back once I've sewn the signatures in, and we will start decorating inside, because you know I can't decorate it properly without it being sewn into the journal. I'm a bit of a nightmare. I know that a lot of you decorate it first and then put it in, but I just don't do it that way. I've tried, and it's a bit alien for me. I'm not good at that. Not quite the right colour, is it? Okay, so I hope that has given you some, if not inspiration, a bit of fun, and you've enjoyed watching. Please, if you don't already, subscribe. We will be doing lots more of these sort of bits and pieces. So, I do look forward to seeing you again, guys. And thank you for joining me. Bye for now.